Good morning and welcome to Mimosas in the Morning. We're kind of back old school today, back to how we used to do it when we first started, which hard to believe now it's been since September.
I know, right?
But I'm Leslie.
Yep, and I'm Holly.
And I have a very special guest today. And for those of you all who don't know, because I don't know who doesn't know at this point, but I had to get all fixed up and ready to go because I am interviewing the AFI Military Spouse of the Year. And that is our wonderful and dear Holly Vega. So congratulations. So proud of her.
And we had to say, you know, this is Mimosas in the Morning because yesterday we interviewed for the American Heart Association.
Yes.
And we keep all healthy. And so we did not plan a Mimosas in the Morning this week. However, I was telling Leslie that about the whole week, everything that happened, you know, it's such a wonderful week. And getting together with spouses from all over. I mean, our spouses came from Okinawa, California, everywhere in the United States to DC to celebrate a wonderful week of all of our spouses that have done incredible things within their community. We also had some great opportunities of being able to, many of our spouses going down to DC and advocating for their causes, and which are for all of our community. And I just was explaining to Leslie that I felt in my heart that let's do a live because many of us are trying to get thank you cards out. We are so appreciative of everything that was given to us during the week and the opportunity that AFI allows for all of us to come into a close kind of area to be able to connect once a year.
And you know, I think the thing to mention too, and one thing I'd like to mention about AFI is the fact that they're putting you all, there's a platform here. There is a thing where we can sit there and they're truly acknowledging the military spouse and their contributions to the community, whether it's the military community or their local civilian community. These people are doing wonderful work. And I think it's a great testament to the fact of the military spouses and the impact they're having.
Yeah. And so again, like trying to get all these thank you cards out. I'm sorry, I am so behind. I'm just coming up now for air and breath. Many of us are the same way because we come off this explosive week. You're, collaborating with each other. You're talking about new stuff. You come back to wherever you're stationed at in mom life or dad life and family life and work life, start all over again. So trying to get these thank you cards out, they are coming, I promise you. We, especially I say my 5 sisters because that's who they are this year, are working hard at trying to make a Google Docs document. So any of our other spouses, if you're looking at who gave what during this week, we're trying to get those addresses out so that we can get those thank you cards.
Well, why don't we, since we're on that, I know you had some special thank yous that you would like to give out to some of the sponsors and contributors. So if you'd like to go ahead, like she said, your thank you notes are in the mail.
They're coming.
So, but just to give you a special acknowledgement today.
I like to say too, because it makes me very teary. When we don't expect anything, a spouse never expects anything. Actually, we give a piece of our heart to our country, to our community every day when we wake up. Sometimes, unfortunately, things happen that piece of heart doesn't come back to us, and we're still, working and still supporting our community. We love our country, and we understand. A lot of people say, "Well, you sign up for that." Yes, we do understand that's become part of it, but it's never easy. And so when you're moving to duty station, you're trying to implant yourself back in that community, and make some impact that happens. And sometimes you can't find a job, so you volunteer and you get to be part of the community. They embrace you back. But when you have events, or this is Military Spouse Appreciation Month, and you get a thank you card, that means so much. It pulls the soul and just puts it on fire of happiness, right? Like you just don't know how much that means. So with this week, the companies that gave to all of us, thank you. Some of the sponsors were Caliber Home Loans, First Command, Defense Credit Council, Blue Star Families. We all love Blue Star Families. PCS.
We had last week.
Yeah, we did. We had last week. PCS Grades. VTech, is that VetTechs. They give tickets.
Oh my gosh, we get like the emails like every day.
I know, it's cool. so awesome. Many of our spouses, you have been able to go to concerts and all that. Thank you.
Sporting events.
Yes, everything, right? I might get these 2 wrong, so please forgive me if I pronounce it Deloitte. That's why I have my sidekick. She keeps me straight. And Willis R.E.
We weren't quite sure.
Sure about that. Please, if you get to meet me, correct me so that I can come back. Those were some of our main sponsors.
The big sponsors of the event.
The event of itself. But there are some other sponsors and the contributors, and I like to show, like, Vera Bradley gave all of us this beautiful tote.
Very nice.
I know. You say screaming. Ah!
That can go to all your activities.
I
Wouldn't it be great for the
know.
ball field for snacks
I
and all that
love
kind
it.
of
It's
thing?
so like it's fully loaded with other goodies that was given during that week, but that's one of them. Also, Lauren. Let's see if I have
Lauren
it.
Hope. who's
Lauren
also one of our
Hope. She's a
guests.
military spouse. She created these beautiful necklaces, which I have not taken out yet because I don't want it to get messed up when we were coming back from DC. But she made one of these for every spouse that was there.
She does really beautiful work.
Right.
Mhm.
And it's all of her heart. I love her. Love her. Love her. Then a little something that came just to our six branch winners, to us. Martha Stewart. I'm like, I think I cried, right? I did cry. She even signed it. She signed, like, look, it's got my name for each one of us. So that was something very special for that came to each one of our branch winners. But all the base winners got, or everybody who even attended the event got these Vera Bradley.
That's really nice.
I know, right?
Mhm.
So thank you. Between our spouses, like between us 6 and other military spouses, they came in and gave each one of us certain gifts. So that list is very long, but I do like to mention Teresa Stevenson. She's a military spouse. Her husband and her both have been part of this organization for a very long time. She gave each one of us cute little gift bags. My daughter got some earrings, loved it. And then there's another military spouse, her name is called Seaport Sweetheart. And she created, it's called the Holly bracelet.
I saw that. I did.
Look, it's called the Holly bracelet, some Marine Corps bracelet. But each one of our branches, there's the Maria bracelet, there's the Jessica bracelet, So I will be definitely working to promote this in October because our Marine Corps Ball is in November.
That would be great.
So that our Marine Corps spouses can support another military spouse. It's so pretty, but it's called the Holly bracelet. I feel so special. Very, very special. And then on a personal note, my university, Park University, big shout out. They gave me so much love.
Well, and considering the fact, and this is something I want to throw out about Holly too. This is not a woman who just does all of her volunteer work. She's a full-time student. She's trying to finish her bachelor's degree. She did finish and graduated with her associates last year.
Yes.
So,
and I had exams. during the week. Lots of things going on, and my professors really worked with me, and the whole school they were watching. Many of them, sent me beautiful messages. Yes, after the awards, I was in there responding to messages from off our Canvas board because we had schoolwork. It was due,
right.
So it's still going. So, but they did host a wonderful event down in Quantico, and it was a coffee, and I got to see a lot of the spouses in the area. So thank you for that. Also for Wilco, look at this cute little pocketbook. I got that was a little personal thing for me, and it was a Holly. It was actually to whoever had won overall, but thank you. Right, whoever won, thank you. And so let me see. And then Mrs. Swartz and Lori, they are just amazing. So as a military spouse, if you ever get to meet them, they're very approachable, just amazing people. Then General Thomas and Catherine, they were the people who gave me my award. I know that all the branches are so appreciative of the words that were said about each one of us. And, that was, I think we cried. I told everybody I'm going to be the Kleenex girl because I cried so much that I really just needed a box of Kleenex so that I can just walk around and cry everywhere.
But did you have the waterproof makeup on?
Not all the time. No. That was something that was given to us by Singer. I think it's called the Singer Group. And they did do our makeup, and thank you to them. Nice. I know that was a special time between us 6. It was a very busy week, and to be able to have that special moment with each branch winner, it was kind of like a very calm moment, and they were very gracious to do our makeup. So yes, I did have waterproof mascara, so you don't see, but my hair fell apart. I was a hot mess. Yeah, you saw it went live. It was everywhere. But it was such a wonderful week of learning. We had great panels. I mean, really, our military spouse community is you blow me away. Spouses, amazing. I mean, we had many panels of all the spouses coming out, talking about, it's empowering, how to empower our community and how to connect. And we're always looking at ways to get better, and entrepreneurship and just all this stuff is just amazing, right? Like just truly.
And I think
amazing.
maybe that's the difference. And of course, I am biased because Holly and I have been good friends for quite a few years now, actually. And I always say the beauty of what she does, and it's something that I think that we can all do as women. Well, I'm not moving anymore, but you know what I mean.
You're Florida now. You're Florida local.
You become part of the community. When you move, you bring your passions with you, but you become part of that community, the military community, the civilian community, and that is how, as military spouses, we can make an impact and even an understanding with our civilian counterparts about what we do. And the fact that, we're not looking for you to do for us. No. We're here to be part of your community.
It's always what can I do for you?
Exactly.
How can I help? And you want to fit in. So you're looking for outlets and different ways to fit in with each community.
And find your passion.
So a lot of people who do not know me, I am a heart advocate, have been for 6 years. The reason for that is very personal. My brother did have a heart attack, and he was only in his 40s. And no matter how long you get along with your siblings or not, there's always that sibling. You love them, and you never want to see. And my brother almost died. So they touched me. And at that time, my son is part of the MFP program. He still is. He had 7 seizures from the time that he was born to the time that he was 5 years old. That's why I stopped working. It was not because, I did not want to work. We chose family and deployments and things like that happened. So I stopped working to be with him. But he was under special care with Dr. Wursel, Vivian. And she noticed that something wasn't right with me that day. And I started crying, and I shared my story. And at that moment, she shared with me that her husband had died. He was a Marine of a heart attack. Due to the fact that there was, at that time, our bases were not equipped the way that they are now. Or, we've evolved to having defibrillators and special things that are needed. He had just come back from a deployment. We know that's all stressful. And he went into basically cardiac arrest, but wasn't able to get the treatment that he needed fast enough, and he passed away. I will forever be grateful for her for sharing that story, because her story has allowed me to talk to other spouses. And at that moment, it just, went into being able to do events and making this bigger than what I ever thought it would be.
Well, and it was a very different world than when all that started. There was such a high up tempo. Yep. People were in and out constantly. And so priority, of course, as it should be, was, the up tempo and how that affects families. Right. But I think the personal side, what you saw, and, people taking care of themselves,
right,
maybe in a way that was lacking. So I think that by you working in this and pushing this, that this has been a great thing for our community.
And it's something that when you move, we deal with different stressors. There's a list of them. And at that moment, when you move or anything, you're trying to find a new doctor. You're trying to take care of your children first. And so it is our leading disease for women. 1 in 3 women do not survive. I mean, they die every year from this deadly disease. And I think that you just don't think about that. And I think that a lot of people think it's, it's for the old person.
Age, exactly.
And age. And it's not. It's not. And it does happen in our military community. It's a silent killer. They talk about it. It's the silent killer. We don't talk about it. You're not bringing that up. So that is my advocacy. I told Leslie, I felt like, God touched me through this process. I got to go to New York. I got to go to Times Square and stay for the night. I cried. I mean, that was on my bucket list. So thank you, AFI and USO.
You got this. And you see, this is it.
So that was a wonderful moment. I got to share, the white couch.
But you are so selfless.
Thank you. I got to share the couch, white couch, Fox and Friends, with my friend Krista.
And your interview on CNN.
And our interview on CNN to talk about everything. It's really bigger than my advocacy. This is not about me, and I really feel that God placed me in this position for this year to help serve our community. And I wanted to bring light to all of our spouses. So many of our spouses are doing so many wonderful things in the community. And so reach out to me, email me, tell me what you're doing. Leslie and I created this Mimosas in the Morning for this reason, to be able to not talk about ourselves, but to talk about all the wonderful things that you are doing in your community, how we can help support you and bring to life what's going on. This past week, I met so many spouses that did not know, and I was just in awe of all the things that they are doing in their community. I got to know 5 other beautiful ladies that Krista, thank you for putting us in a message weeks ago. Michelle, today she is doing a podcast talking about her advocacy. She is for all of our children with special needs.
She's amazing. And that's the one thing if you all have been joining in, we were able to bring every one of our branch winners on here.
And then with Maria, I'm telling you people, she is so much prettier. Like, she's so beautiful on what you see, but so much prettier in person. Like, how you wake up at, we had to get up every day, 6 o'clock, and you look this good. It's just not, it's not right, Maria, just not right. But she's gorgeous, and she's our little superstar, and she's doing such amazing, empowering things within her community of, helping. They showed a video with Calvert Lawns, which she got with other spouses. Then they helped decorate another spouse's home. It was a beautiful thing. And then we have, I call her Babyface Jessica. Don't let that little baby face face you. She is a dynamic powerhouse. I love watching her. She's our co-host, and she's just an absolutely dynamic person. Really, clear the room. She's coming. Take charge. She's going to make things happen. And then we have Caitlin. I love her mission. I want to go, because let me tell you, one of the shows I like watching is, Joanne Gaines. Not because Joanne. I like Chip. Okay, Chip reminds me of my brother. Demolition Day.
So much fun.
I want to go, right? I want to go with Caitlin. Let's demo something. Let's make something happen. Or when she does the whole elf thing. Did you see that? I gotta show you this.
I did see that.
Where they go and do the whole deck the halls Christmas. I
love that they do that.
I want to go dress up like an elf and go have some fun and give some cheer to someone else.
That gives you an excuse to dress up.
I know. And to help other people, that's what she's doing. And she's all part of the arts and everything. And then we have Sam. And Sam, I hope her National Guard community get to know her even better, because she's just absolutely amazing. She's elegant spoken, well educated. She wants to start all this within her National Guard community, because I didn't realize it. Special Forces, right? I didn't realize how the National Guard actually worked until we sat down and she was explaining some things. I would love to do a series of maybe get to know our National Guard, because that community does some great things, but a lot of things they don't get because of the way it operates. And I didn't know that.
I think that so many of us probably grew up hearing Weekend Warrior.
Yeah.
And they don't realize it's a lifestyle also. It is different, but they have such an impact on what goes on, especially in our own country too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so hopefully maybe we can do that. Reach out to us, because we would love to have that series. So those are the spouses I got to know, because we were kind of all together. Mm-hmm. However, there was other spouses there that came up, and one of her name's Anna. She's a Navy spouse. We got to go to symposium together. She's just a really, really great spouse. There's Carrie. She just got an award for the presidential award because of all her volunteerism, and she can rock a dress. So pretty. just gotta throw that out there. But everybody that you come in contact during this special week are really, really great spouses and doing such wonderful things within their community. And I hope that this year I get to do more things. And I'm an optimism person, but I'm also a visionary. Leslie and I have served on boards. I go old school. So I have something in the works for that, and I hope to share soon with our MSOY community, but also branch out without that community, because I know there's spouses out there who are doing wonderful things that maybe you've not been nominated yet, but we want to nominate you next year.
And even if you aren't nominated,
Mhm.
and that's
And that's
it's
okay.
just not their thing.
That's right.
They're in your community.
Yeah, and I want to be able to highlight you because I
Yes.
know that you're doing wonderful things and helping out.
And you know, that's the one thing. Think about all the different nominations aboard the bases.
I know.
You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot of people who may not have won their base, but they are doing great things. And I think it's, like I said, if you find your passion, you can find the people
Mm-hmm.
that you can help make an impact with.
Exactly.
So that's the
And,
beauty of
and
this.
the other thing is, I know that I got a couple messages going, wow, my votes really work. Yes, I would love to say that only voting placed us all where we are. Yes, base level, that is kind of how the process works. But things that a lot of people don't know is, like us five, we had to do an interview. And so that's not easy, but you have to do interviews. We all have to do get recommendation letters. So I have lots of thank you cards for that, for all the beautiful letters that were words that were, I'm going to start crying here, were written about me. Thank you for taking your time for doing that, because I know you didn't have to. And we got pictures. Each one of us got pictures. And
Karen McKierney, who took
yes.
yours. Karen did a beautiful job with
I didn't
chasing
know Karen
fireflies.
before. I did not know her before this process. So
She's fantastic. Her little boy, Birdie, is a friend of mine. Little fella
she's,
Grayson.
and she's a military spouse, so that's even
She's
more
moving
special.
to San Diego, so
Yeah,
she's
so
heading up to
so if
Camp
you want
Pendleton.
pictures, she did great pictures. A local farm here allowed me to, because I'm a country girl, so I wanted pictures done that mean something to me. And my husband's Puerto Rican, so we kind of dressed the kids in a little bit of a flair, both of us.
We had shopping day for that.
We
too.
did. Let's say nice shopping day. But thank you, AFI, for that, because that is a memorable moment, something that I will cherish forever. And you know, there's kind of moments that always come. I mean, for one, pictures are not cheap, and two, trying to have our service members here and our children not doing sports and trying to coordinate all of that, it's not always the easiest. And I'm so thankful that everything worked out and my pictures came out beautifully. Thank you, Janie and Military Spouse Magazine and her crew and everybody there. I really felt like maybe my purple dress pictures did not come out good. I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't look so great. And she really, I know, but she really highlighted it. But so thank you very much. Our cover, my kids are very happy with it. It came out beautifully.
I was wondering about especially your teens and if they were cool with all this.
Yes, my oldest one is kind of like what, but my middle son, he is really big cheerleader. Diego is like, as long as I don't look, bad on the cover, and he liked the cover.
Good, those
so
are really
happy.
good pictures.
Yeah,
so.
my daughter though is my little jujube, and her school has been very big supporters of everything, between wanting to start a military kids club to everything. They've watched the whole way and really have promoted everything. So Nellie was a big happy that Mommy was on CNN.
Really
Yeah.
Well, let's go with this now
Mhm.
because we don't know how long we can keep everybody.
Right.
But let's talk
Yep.
about your future. What do you have going
Okay,
for
so-
this year as
So
military
yeah,
spouse?
that has been a big topic. Like, what are you doing next? I don't really know everything. I think that I'm a firm believer God. God has a door and where I'm supposed to go. And I do believe, and I said it already, that I have a visionary board kind of happening. My next door neighbor is the art teacher at Randall, so I've already went to her as soon as I got back on Monday and said, I have a vision. And she's like, okay, Allie. So, and she's like, I could do that. We can work with that. I really would love, maybe we could do mimosas on the go. We got to talk to Iris about that. Maybe we could do mimosas on the go or
We
something.
are all up for that. That is one thing
Yeah.
that we can throw out too. We're all up for going, within reason.
Yeah, within reason. Yeah.
To some of you guys too, to see what you're doing and to promote what you're doing
Yeah.
in your local community.
Yeah, I would love to highlight and, I want to get to know you. I am a girlfriend. I am your next door neighbor. I love to wear my hair in a ponytail and just sit with a cup of coffee, mimosas, whatever, and just to get to know you. I want to truly, I see you and I want to get to know you. So that is, I guess, more my vision. I know with the American Heart Association, that's, again, it's something I've been doing for 6 years. I hope that maybe we can collaborate more and make things happen for our military community. There's always those opportunities that
Right.
might come. And if so, I'm willing. I have some spouses I would love to be able to, recognize. Everybody keeps on saying, like, the title, make use of it. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to still give back. What I've been doing, but maybe in a little bit bigger.
Gives you a little more boost.
Yeah, boost.
For sure.
I know that AFI, is working very hard to just, do some events. I know that they already are going to plan something for all of us, for all of our spouses. Come in October, we get to go down and they're going to do kind of like a barbecue. And, that is the way we are as spouses, get to know each other even on a bigger level. Someone said you should try to see if you can meet Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley, you're watching this?
She's a South Carolina girl.
I know, she was a governor. And she's a military spouse. And she believes in like our international family. So that I would love.
That would be very cool.
That would be awesome. But if not, it's okay. But hopefully one day in my lifetime I get to meet Nikki Haley. So there's my little.
So if you're listening and you're connected to Nikki Haley,
I would
really
love
to meet you.
I would really love to meet you. Yeah. And so
it's exciting time,
Yes.
exciting things,
Mhm.
and we're very proud as a friend of yours,
Yeah.
and to see what you've been doing for many years. I'm very proud of you
Thank you.
personally.
Thank you.
And I love you.
Yeah. And I'm so proud of everyone who got recognized for their base, and then my 5 beautiful sisters that I get to be with this year, and seeing how we can collaborate together to help our other military spouses in the community. I look forward to all that.
So
Yeah.
now it begins.
Yeah. What does that mean? I don't know.
But you'll find out if you keep watching us on here too.
Yeah.
We're going to be.
We're continuing. I'm just continuing on the same path and that I've been set on already. That God's opened up other doors for me now. So there you
Awesome.
go. Well, thank you.
Thank you all,
Mhm.
and we will be back probably a little later next week. We're going to have a guest from the West Coast who has started a new 501c3 organization
Yep.
to help our military community. So we will be
Yep.
doing that. So stay tuned to find out our exact time, because we're getting all of our details set right now.
Yep. And with the summer, we try to do every Tuesday, but it probably won't work out that way. It might be a Wednesday because, we're all busy in the
We're
summer.
traveling a lot. I will be on the road a lot with
Mhm.
my children for sports, and you're going to be super busy with different trips and stuff with your kids, and
Yeah.
plus
With my
your
family.
responsibilities with AFI.
Mhm.
So, but we'll be
Yep.
here.
But we're going to continue this. And if you want to be on Mimosas in the morning, we have a good lineup for the next couple of weeks, but then it's kind of open. Reach out.
And we're always
Mhm.
open. So
Yeah, no, true. If we can't be on a Tuesday, we'll do a Wednesday if it works for you. Yep, there you go.
that's what the beauty of just being us
Yeah.
doing this.
So thank you again. And thank you to Military Home Base for allowing us to be part of something so great and wonderful
And get this platform.
and get this platform. Yep.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
And
Yeah.
so we will see you next week.
Yeah.
And
Military Home Base, bring you home one base at a time.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.